Hey there and welcome. If you're feeling kind of buried by debt and you just need a clear, simple way out, you are in exactly the right place. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a really powerful framework to help you get back in control of your money. Let's jump in.
So let's just be real for a second. Does debt ever feel like a trap? You know, like you're stuck and you just can't see the exit? That feeling is incredibly common. That sense of being completely overwhelmed and not even knowing where to begin.
And you know, a lot of the time, that feeling comes from just a few common slip-ups. Things like only ever paying the minimum, running up the credit cards, or just not really having a clear idea of where your money's going each month. If any of that sounds familiar, don't even worry about it. Just seeing the pattern is the first step to breaking it.
But here's the really good news. See, every single trap has a key. And when we're talking about debt, that key is a plan. It's not about winning the lottery or some kind of magic trick. It's about having a clear, step-by-step strategy to unlock your own financial freedom.
So what do we even mean when we say a framework? Well, think of it like a blueprint for a house or a game plan. It's a structured, proven method that takes all the guesswork out of the process. Its whole purpose is to help you chip away at debt piece by piece, putting you right back in the driver's seat. Okay, so at the very heart of this framework, there are two really powerful and very different strategies. People call them the snowball method and the avalanche method. Let's dig into how these two paths can get you to the exact same place, being totally debt-free. So you've got two completely different ways of thinking here. On one side, there's the debt snowball. This one is all about psychology. It's about getting those quick, motivating wins by knocking out your smallest debts first. On the other side, you've got the debt avalanche. This is just pure math. You go after the debt with the highest interest rate first to save the most money in the long run. It's kind of like a battle between your heart and your head, emotional wins versus financial efficiency. And this, right here, is the real magic of the snowball approach. Getting those early wins, even if they're small, gives you this huge psychological boost. It gives you the fuel to keep going. You're basically building a winning streak that proves to yourself, hey, I can actually do this. So how does it actually work? Simple. First, you list out all your debts from the smallest balance to the largest. Then, you keep paying the minimum on everything, except for that one tiny debt at the top of the list. You throw every single extra penny you have at it. Once it's gone, poof, you take the money you were paying on it and roll it over to the next smallest debt. That payment amount literally snowballs and gets bigger and bigger as you go.
Okay, now let's completely switch gears and talk about the avalanche method. If the snowball is about your feelings and momentum, the avalanche is about being ruthlessly efficient. This is all about cold, hard math. It's the highest interest rate first strategy.
The setup is going to feel pretty similar, but the order is what matters. This time, you list your debts by their interest rate, from highest to lowest. Again, you pay minimums on everything else, but you focus all your extra firepower on that monster high-interest debt. This approach will, without a doubt, save you the most money in interest payments. It might just take a little longer to get that first win, but the financial payoff is way bigger. Okay, this is the big one, right? The million-dollar question. Both of these awesome methods, the snowball and the avalanche, they depend on having extra funds to throw at your debt. But where does that money actually come from? Well, that brings us to the engine of your entire plan, your budget.
So let's talk about finding that fuel. And forget about super complicated spreadsheets for a minute. We're going to focus on a really simple but powerful idea, the three-part budget. This is the absolute key to finding that extra cash you need to really supercharge your plan.
Honestly, it all boils down to this. Your entire income, everything you make, can be split into just three main buckets. Things you absolutely need, things you want, and the money you put aside for savings or, in our case, for attacking your debt. That's it. See? Super simple. Let's break that down a bit. Needs are the non-negotiables. Your rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, getting to work. Wants are all the other things that make life fun but aren't essential. Eating out, all those streaming subscriptions, hobbies. And then there's that third bucket, savings/debt. That's for your future. The best first step is to just track your spending for a month and see where your money is actually going. You might be really surprised. And here is the absolute most crucial part. Your entire focus needs to be on making that savings/debt slice of the pie as big as you possibly can. Every dollar you can shave off your wants becomes another bullet in your weapon against debt. This is what makes the snowball or avalanche method go from slow and steady to fast and powerful. All right,
We've gone over the strategies and we've talked about how to find the money to fuel them. Now, it's time to put it all together. Let's talk about your path forward and how you can choose your very first step, like today.
So here it is, your whole toolkit, nice and simple. First, choose your strategy. Are you the kind of person who needs quick wins? Go Snowball. Do you want to save the most cash? Go Avalanche. Second, build that simple 3-part budget we talked about. Find the money. And third, and this is the most important one, commit to it and just start.
And please remember this. This might be the most important thing you hear today. The perfect plan on paper is totally useless if you don't actually follow it. The best plan for you is the one you will actually stick to week in and week out. So pick the path that works for your personality.
So I'll just leave you with this question. You have the framework now. You have the strategies, you have the tools. The only thing left is to take that first step. So, what is the one single thing you will do today to start your journey out of debt?